Board meeting to order for Tuesday, March 11th, 2025. I do ask if you have any electronic devices that you please turn them down or turn them off so as not to disturb the meeting. First item is a roll call, please.
Trustee Patel.
Present.
Trustee Clare.
Present.
Trustee Sullivan.
Present.
Trustee Madej.
Present.
Trustee Bishki.
Present.
Trustee LaRosa.
Present.
All present
And
and accounted
President Daly, sorry, President Daly.
All for. Welcome to our temporary digs. We'll be here. Leave next. Yes, so I got this meeting and the next meeting, and then we'll move into other temporary digs. So, next item is the Pledge of Allegiance. We don't have a flag here. Oh, we do. It's behind it, over here. Okay. Trustee Patel, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Thank you. Thank you, Trustee Patel. Next item is the approval of minutes from February 25th, 2025. Any questions, comments?
Motion to move. Second.
So motion and a second to approve. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next item is the approval of expenditures for $8,501,149.95. Questions, comments?
As presented. Second.
Motion and a second to approve as presented. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Patel.
Aye.
Trustee Clare.
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan.
Aye.
Trustee Madej. Trustee Bishki.
Aye.
Trustee LaRosa.
Aye.
All ayes, no nays, motion carries. Thank you. Next item is liquor license requests, which we have none for this evening. Consent agenda. The consent agenda will be read in its entirety, voted on as one motion to approve. If you wish to discuss an item further, please indicate that when the item is read by the village clerk so that it can be removed from the consent agenda, discussed further under committee reports. Otherwise, all items will be approved as presented on the consent agenda. Will the clerk please read the consent agenda?
Approve the request from Schaumburg Knights of Columbus to fundraise from sunrise to sunset on September 19th and 20th, 2025 at the intersections of Schaumburg Road and Meacham Road to CHIP. B, the motion would be manager and village clerk to execute a change order for spring improvements, Phase 1 preliminary engineering services with Henley Horn and Associates, Inc., in the amount of $115,869 and approve the required resolution. 4, Planning, Building, and Development Committee. A, the motion would be to approve the 2025 annual entertainment license for Sky Zone Trampoline Park located at 580 East Gulf Road. B, the motion would be to approve the 2025 annual entertainment license for Altitude Trampoline Park Cube Challenges located at 1317 East Gulf Road. C, the motion would be to approve the 2025 annual entertainment license for Zero Latency located at 309 West Gulf Road. D, the motion would be to approve an increase to the purchase order with TPI Consultants, Inc. of South Elgin, Illinois, in an amount not to exceed $175,061. E, the motion would be to approve the amendment to the Village Electrical Code revising the local amendment Article 290.91 of the 2020 code pertaining to installation of collar adapters. The motion would be modifications to the State Vehicle Charging Act 103-00 for large multifamily development and refer the zoning code to the zoning board and adopt Article 625 electric vehicle power transfer system and Article 750 energy management systems of the 2023 National Electrical Code. 5, Plan Commission. The motion would be to approve an amendment to the Village Comprehensive Plan Gateway Designs Guidelines. 6, Zoning Board of Appeals. Sign variation for additional ground site for Cloud 9 Cannabis 1823 Road. B, would be to approve a special use for an internet auto sales facility for DK Auto Sales Inc. 537 Morse Avenue. C, the motion would be to approve a special use for an internet auto sales facility for Nomad Auto Group, 617 West Wise Road, Unit 617.
Mr. President, I'd like to have the record show that no on this item.
D.
Okay.
D, the motion would be to approve an amendment to Municipal Code Title 15, Chapter 154 zoning pertaining to exterior storage for auto repair body business. 7, award of bid. The motion would be to award the bid for the 2025 annual concrete repair program to the lowest responsible bidder, workers' compensation. A, the motion would approve settlement for workers' compensation claim from February 2021 for Cheryl in an amount not to exceed $24,822.41 and required resolution. 9, resolutions. A, the motion would be to this resolution number R-25-013, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute a change order for Guth Road improvements, Phase 1 preliminary engineering service with Kimley Horn and Associates, Inc. in the amount of $115,869. B, the motion would be to adopt as resolution R-25014, approving settlement of workers' compensation case of Cheryl Roski. 10, for an additional sign for Cloud9 Cannabis, 1823 West Wide. B, would be to first reading and adopt as ordinance number 2, special use for an internet auto sales Inc., 537 Morse Ave. C, motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance 25-028, granting a special use for an internet auto sales facility for Nomad Group, 617 West Wise. Is ordinance number 25-029, amending Title 11, Chapter 129F, Title 15, Chapter 154, Schaumburg Village Code with regard to exterior storage for auto repair business. E, code relative to electric meter collar adapters. F, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance 25-03 systems and energy management systems. G, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 2532, amending the of Schaumburg Comprehensive Plan to include Northeast Schaumburg Gateway Design Lines and Concept Plan. Includes the consent agenda.
Thank you. Look for a motion to approve the consent agenda with item 6 under Zoning Board of Appeals, item C under Zoning Board of Appeals, Trustee Madej is a no, and under ordinances, item C, Trustee Madej also a no on that item.
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Patel.
Aye.
Trustee Clare.
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan.
Aye.
Trustee Madej.
Aye.
Trustee Bischke.
Aye.
Trustee LaRosa.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, motion carries. Next is committee reports, which we have none at this time. Comments from the public. This is an opportunity to speak before the village board regarding items that are pertinent towards the village. And we ask that you keep your comments to no more than 3 minutes. If you have anything, hold forth. Please step forward, give us your name and address for the record.
My name is Dr. Umar Tariq. To the village, I property. December 20th was the. I went in November. To get that law, I didn't specify anything that. Next 10 days before the. You guys passed a new amendment that there couldn't be any short-term rent. If there is a short-term rental within 750, there was no way for me. Just looking at it, the law that there was, it was from the village. It was here from 2023. That didn't specify. I ended up making this. I'm requesting from the trustee an exception or a variance, since this was just so closing, and it ended up happening just 10 days before closing that the new amendment made. Thank you.
You did go ahead and close.
Yes, I ended up, because I wasn't even this new law, and I ended up this law later in January. I applied for the license.
Okay. So
Thank
prior to that, you had not contacted the village?
No, I have it, a copy of
I
Constitution,
understand.
from October
okay.
20.
The reason I was going to say is because the changes discussion for a year.
Right,
It was not something
sure.
that didn't just come up, decided had been going on, certainly also. And fall, if you had contacted the village, you would have known. Somebody would have said, hey, look, they're looking in the laws here. We hadn't settled on anything that you're in, but open the board for conversation. Trustee,
So which 50, is it the LLC, which
Oh, no problem. It's the 750 square rule that I wasn't.
250 feet apart?
Yeah, so I don't know what property it is by the village that there is this an operating with the license, can't get a license. It just puts me in a weird situation that I was losing 30 to 40K that I had from this transaction. So I'm wondering if the trustees could enough to grant me a variance so that I can get my short-term license on this property. And for future, this has been a learning experience for me. This is my first property in the village of Schaumburg. So I learned that, just don't rely on the Constitution on the website. I probably, for future, I will reach out to the village directly before I close on any further property.
Yes, Julie or somebody from staff if there's any.
Probably best
Yeah,
for
we
legal
have-
counsel.
yeah.
So the doc indicated the basic background. How I became aware of it is in the planning division, enforcement monitors for short-term rental. Covered this property being added. There was no license for it. This was his attention. And so he then applied for a license. All this began in January of 2025 after the ordinance was passed. There is grandfather, but it's only for those short-term rentals that were licensed prior to the effective date were closer than 700 feet. The doctor, monitor that property. He can discover what the addresses of that. Not a secret. Is a validly licensed client rental that is within 50 feet, and he's not. So that's his current.
So I'm just aware of this law, testing as a goes if it's conveniently possible.
Using it before you
No, so what my
came out there and said,
it was actually, so we received a letter on 16th and we applied for the license on Jan 22nd. We purchased the property on December 20th. For the first 3 weeks, we were doing repairs and bringing it up to speed. So 4 days or 5 days, we applied for the license, and we took the listing afterwards as well. And within at a hearing about it, we paid that. The question now I have for you is, I have already pending long-term license, long-term rental, but I would appreciate if we now grant a variance since it was only 10 days after motion was passed.
We're already advertising it as a short-term rental.
Right,
License.
100%, yes, it did happen, and I paid for the, and again, that's my part, the management company, they had a license, but the license needs to a property. The management company was saying that license for the other two properties that they're managing.
They were probably talking about a license, not a short-term rental.
No, they manage short-term rental.
Other,
yeah, I mean, I guess poor decision on your side. You switch it to maybe a long-term.
That's what I'm doing. I have a pending for long-term with the village, but right now, furniture sitting at this place, that place is ready to go. Because of the circumstances involved, I'm requesting if it can be considered for a variance to this law, since this was happened so close to the property being set up and the closing. Thank you.
other comments, questions from the board? Anyone, as it stands right now, allowed to do short, and certainly for long-term, for a regular rental license. Is there any interest in short-term? Anyone? For your bases, so in the future of purchasing other properties, so if you're successful here, but don't too loud. Realtors,
Yeah.
invest your own, and just always call the village.
Absolutely. Yeah,
certainly,
that's what I learned from
Whether
this.
it's Schaumburg or some other community, but,
Right.
you know, check in and see what's going on, and is there something that you should be
Okay. If they ever, let's say, go this, then in that case, I can
I-
share.
You can go on Airbnb there.
No, they don't
No.
list
Yeah.
Airbnb, you don't know.
So
you
they
know.
can, the rest of all the licensed Airbnbs is under FOIA, the personal information. We track that. I don't know if it has any way of tracking it for you,
Okay.
but you could track it so that if that license is up,
Mhm.
you would, and, you know.
Right. It was like in
You have to
future,
mo-
then
you
I
would
would have.
You would have to do your own due diligence, but
Okay,
there is a way to take that address
FOIA
under freedom of
solves it.
information.
okay,
Or if it's
thank you,
not, or
thank
if it's
you.
not renewed.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
an annual
exactly.
license.
I will reply for that. Well, thank you for your time.
Okay. All right, we'll move on, council report.
Council.
Here this evening, normal chambers. We will again be here 2 weeks from today, and then we will be in the new temporary, I guess, temporary location following that, which is at 1,000 Woodfield Road, which will be our home for 18 months. And